Hi guys, welcome back to another Football Manager video. Battle of Bosses returns. First update with Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm of course Lowercase Tuner. This here is Elmo,
Hello.
and he's come to give his unfiltered reactions to my awesome transfer business. Yeah,
Interesting.
certainly was. So we've got to the end of the summer transfer window. I'm going to go through who I brought in, who I've let go, the first cup game and the first three league games of the season. And then over on Elmo's channel, which will be linked down below, go and watch his side of things as well as we take a look at his team. So if you missed the first one, we did Real Madrid. The way it works is we both have the same save game. We both take over the same team. We have one season to see who's the best manager. Currently, it's 1-0 to me. I won at Real Madrid thanks to, I think, one cup competition, wasn't it? It's only a few points in it.
Yeah.
So
you won two cup competitions, but I think I got manager and
yeah,
goalkeeper or
yeah.
something.
So we have different scoring system, which made it closer than it probably was. But I came out on top. We did a wheel spin, and we're now over in Germany. And I've been busy. I have been busy. First of all, let's go through the outgoings. There's been 41 million in incoming money for us. So everything after the 12th of July was done by myself. So 170 grand of that was Michael Lang leaving. I have sold Alassane Pli to Wolves for £10 million. 28-year-old winger slash striker. I had plans to bring people in. He wasn't particularly needed at all. So 10 million, I weren't going to sniff at that. We only started off with like £1 million transfer budget, so I had to
yeah, it
do
was tough.
I had to do something to bring in some money. Matthias Ginter also left, the German centre back, for £15 million. He's gone to Chelsea. I wanted more money for him. I had a deal in place to, I think it was him going out and someone coming in, and the person coming in rejected the contract. So yeah, fortunately he came back in 15 million. Again, I wanted more for him, but he he wasn't going to play this season. I'd already brought in like planned to bring in replacements. You can probably tell I'm having a bit of seller's remorse over that one. Then also outgoing was Dennis Sacharia to Ajax for £10 million. Again, one that I probably would have wanted to keep, the young Swiss midfielder. But yeah, I think we had a falling out, as you know,
It's not like you
happened.
took
No,
big
not
players.
at all. He wanted to join a bigger club. I rejected that. He then decided he didn't want to play for me anymore, and Ajax came in with £10 million. So I sold him. Again, sort of regret that one. But he's gone. He's gone. And the final bit of money income was £5 million for Patrick Hermann, who is a 30-year-old right mid attacking midfielder. This guy I don't regret at all. He was never going to play for me at all. He was just eating wage budget up. So we happily shipped him along. I think I was trying for virtually all of the time at the club to get rid of him. Took a full month, but he's gone.
I've just seen if you go back to his stats, I think he was one appearance off 300.
Yep,
Yeah, it was.
299. And
Couldn't even give him that one game.
4 goals away from 50 as well. So I'm just going to make an excuse. We had to pay some money if we played 300 games, so got rid of him. And then a couple of loanees out, Hans Wolf and Torben Musel to Lens and O.
Oh.
Definitely how you pronounce that. About £750,000 total on the loan fee on that. Couple of young players there, and then a couple of incoming, some familiar names over here. First of all, Cesc Fabregas, just over £500,000 from Monaco. He may be 34, but he still has incredible attributes. Played all 3 games in the league so far for me this season. I sort of wanted a playmaker that just get the ball, spin, and spray them passes. And I thought he was perfect for that sort of role. Very, very happy to have him in here.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I wouldn't have thought about going for him, actually.
I think he was actually scout reported. That's where I first thought, oh, actually, do you know what? Why not? Next up was Burak Yilmaz from Lille, the 36-year-old Turkish striker. There's a reason behind this, trust me.
Okay.
He's got 17 finishing, 16 penalty taken, and 6'2". He's a pretty tall striker. He's here as a target man.
Okay.
Target man and penalty taker. $500,000 for him, potentially rising to 750k. Next up, another familiar name for fans of British football, another old man, Branislav Ivanovic, 37-year-old on a free transfer. I wanted a bit more cover. He wasn't particularly brought in as a starter. He was, to work with the younger lads, play a game every now and again. Still great teamwork, work rate, bravery, determination. So he's still going to throw himself into tackles. He has played 3 games so far for me this season, but that was because of an injury. Instantly, they were like, "Oh, brilliant! Well, I guess he's playing now."
So are you turning Mönchengladbach into like an MLS team where
Pretty,
we're getting
pretty much.
all the old guys that are ready to retire?
It's a bit of a change from Real Madrid into where I was trying to force out everyone over the age of 25.
Yeah.
Now you've got to be ready for your pension to come in here. A 29-year-old Isco also joined us. He was a loan from Real Madrid. I'm not paying any loan fee, but I'm paying all of his wages, which is £105,000. But again, a cracking little midfielder.
That's a lot for Mönchengladbach, isn't it? If I remember right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
A lot of the players that I let go are now basically funding this guy's wage. So I've lost squad depth for one player. But basically, he is going to be my main playmaker, with Fabregas being the backup. That was my plan, really.
Okay.
They both started 3 games. Now, still not quite sure why I've done this one. Ross Barkley, in on loan from Chelsea, joins on a permanent at the end of the season. To be fair, he's got pretty good attributes. He is a pretty good player. 27-year-old centre mid. For me, he's a different sort of player from Isco and Fabregas. He's going to be my box to box sort of player while they're my playmakers. And yeah, he's a pretty good player. I'm not paying any of his wages, but I did pay £1.5 million for his loan fee.
I'm sorry, Ross Barkley. I know you're probably not watching this, so I don't know why I'm apologising, but that photo of you, it looks like someone shrunk your face.
Yes, it does.
Onto a giant head.
It's not really a flattering picture, is it?
No.
We can skip over that next time if you want. Dominic Livakovic.
You've spent 18 million, and nearly half of it was on your keeper.
£7.5 million for Livakovic, rising to £12.5 million. We needed a goalkeeper. They've got Jan Sommer, but he's not great.
But all the money, I really hope that you lose anyway. But I really hope that you do really poor this season, because you've focused all your money, or most of your money that you've spent, on a keeper rather than outfield players to actually win games.
I've got incredible playmakers for a total of £500,000 in Fabregas
also,
and Isco.
But they're also very old.
I don't care. I've only got them for 1 season. I don't care how old they are. No, that's next manager's problem.
I mean, you're 1-0 up this season, so I can't say anything. But, I said this to you last time. If you're going to, no matter where we go, try and focus most of your spending on the same keeper every single save, that's up to you, but I think it's crazy.
Probably is. But I don't care.
without him, you've spent what?
About
3 million?
It's about, yeah. because it's 10 million pretty much without him, but then obviously Hans Wolf came in beforehand for 8 million. So
you spent about 3 million.
About 2 million.
Without him.
Yeah. I needed a goalkeeper.
Okay.
He was there. A name that you will be very, very familiar with. Former Manchester United player, Nani.
Not a bad player.
34-year-old winger. Yeah, I mean, he was another one that was Scarter reported. And I saw he's 16 in dribbling, he's 17 in technique, and he's 16 in first touch. And thought, he's just going to bomb down that wing for me. And then I sort of saw his stamina and his pace. His acceleration had dropped a bit. And I thought, he's going to bomb down the wing for me in a few games this season. But for £96,000,
yeah,
I thought he was a pretty good signing.
No, he was a good player at United.
And obviously, being a Liverpool fan, I've not really had many chances on Football Manager to manage him, so I thought he was worth a go. And then my final incoming was another loanee, this time from Arsenal, Callum Chambers. He wasn't my primary target at centre-back. He wasn't my second target at centre-back. I don't think he was my third target at centre-back. But everyone else rejected me. So here we are, Callum Chambers. £50,000 a week for him on a loan. We don't pay any loan fee or anything. And he's a pretty solid little player, to be fair. 3-star current ability and the 3.5-star potential. He's a decent first-team option. And then the versatility of being able to play right back or centre back helps as well. I didn't mind
bringing him in.
What is
interesting is, as you say, obviously you're a Liverpool fan, and you've brought in a current Arsenal player, an ex-Arsenal player, an ex-Chelsea player, an ex-Man United player,
and a current Chelsea player.
Oh yeah, and the current Chelsea player.
That's because I made bids for a couple of Liverpool players and got rejected for them.
Did you get laughed out?
Pretty much. I don't think they still show my transfer, so they don't. They've gone. We pay 4.7 million, by the way, for Ross Barkley at the end of the season.
But you're not there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so whoever comes in next, sorry, pal. I've still got nearly £15 million to spend, £105,000 in a wage budget for the winter, if needs be. But it gave me, I've gone more for depth this time instead of, just a solid first 11. I've added players that I think can come in, play a few games, and then drop out for another player that I brought in and play a few games.
Yeah.
Which is not like me at all, really, especially not with the ages of some of them.
It was difficult, wasn't it? Because, like you say, how much we started with, you had to try and get rid of players to bring some money in to spend most of it on the keeper. So it was difficult.
I mean, people like Matthias Ginter, I'd have loved to have kept just because of his versatility and whatever. But yeah, I ended up accepting that bid. Like I say, that is the one regret that I've got so far in this save was letting him go. But he's a Chelsea player now, so bye, pal. Just a quick look at the team that I played in that last game. See, Chambers, Barkley, and Isco are all starting in there. As is Burak Yilmaz up top, 36-year-old striker who has actually scored a goal and assisted. So
if I remember rightly, just to give you a little insight into my transfer dealings, I was looking at players that are maybe like over, and this is probably going to bite me in the ass because I don't know how much I'm paying for the players that I brought in, but I was looking at players that was on like 80-odd grand a week to get rid of them, and then I see that you've got Ross Barkley on 100 and you got Isco on 105.
Yeah, am I paying? Okay, I'm paying all his wages.
Well, if you're not paying a fee, then yeah, I imagine you are. But
I know I'm definitely paying all of his coach wages as well. Oh no, he's on 210 grand a week normally, and I'm paying 105, so I got him at 50%.
Oh wow!
What a bargain! Just looking at some of the average ratings for Nani on 6.4 on 3 games with an assist as well. hasn't been great. But sort of understandable when you see some of the teams that we've played. So I'm going to jump straight into the cup first of all, because we've had our cup game that kicked us off. We played Mannheim, and perhaps the first indication things wasn't quite going to go as well as I planned. It was 2-1. We beat them. I expected a lot more. Faram put us in the lead. Wagner equalised, and Burak Yilmaz was the winner in the 74th minute. We just didn't play fantastically, even as the stats show there. But we scraped through. That was all that really mattered. Obviously, it's a win. But then the league happened, and we kicked off with Bayern Munich, and I drew with them 0-0.
Nice.
At home. And I really thought, okay, we've got a 0-0 result here against Bayern Munich. When you look at the stats, I should have beat them. They didn't have a single shot on target all game. They had a Lewandowski goal disallowed offside, but they didn't have a single shot on target all game. He only had 4, but I thought after that game, okay, this could be a special season. We could do well here. And then we lost to Bayer Leverkusen. Diaby scored in the 11th minute, Patrick Schick in the 43rd minute. Isco pulled one back, but it was a defeat. And then another draw against Union Berlin, 2-2. Barkley and Hoffmann scoring for me in this game. Baumgartel and Friedrich scoring for them. All 4 goals in the first half. It's not been a great start to the season at all. We're down in 13th, 2 points. But, we took a point from Bayern Munich, so that's a win.
on the first day, could be you having a good game, them having a bad game or whatever. But, I mean, after 3 games, it's Mönchengladbach. We've really got I haven't got no expectation on where I'm going to finish in the league. I don't know if you have. Obviously, as high as possible, but...
Yeah, my season preview is 6th, so I sort of wanted to be up there.
Yeah, but... This is what I'm kind of looking forward to. It's going to be stressful being at a club that hasn't got much money to spend, and I don't really know the players that I've got. But it makes it interesting because usually we go to the likes of Man United, we've been to Rangers, we've been to Real Madrid, we've been to Dortmund and Leipzig in previous ones as well, and you kind of expected to finish in the top 3, top 4, whereas Mönchengladbach, you could finish anywhere in that table.
Yeah, and that could be the big difference in this sort of challenge. The board want Europa League finish and quarterfinals of the DFB Pokal, so we need to be 5th or top 6, at least in the league, and obviously quarterfinals of the cup. So I need to win 2 more games. I've been drawn against 1860 München in the second round, who are from the 3rd tier of German football. So I should beat them, but judging by my form so far this season, God knows. But yeah, as you said, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a case of whoever finishes highest in the league, and I'd be willing to put money on this now. The top scorer is going to decide this between us.
Possibly, yeah.
So
I'm just playing one up front now then.
Yilmaz, if you want to start scoring plenty of goals, please, pal.
36 years old?
Yep. 17 finish. I mean, he's got 16 natural fitness. We don't need to look at the stamina bit. But I don't...
Rate of 10?
I don't think I'm playing as target man at the moment. I'm not playing as an advanced forward. I tried to sign Ibrahimovic. Oh my! He laughed me out of the building.
It's like, where is that?
Yeah, he was not happy with me. I think he's actually blocked my number now. I tried to call him for a chat the other day and just went straight to voicemail. So sorry, Zlatan. But yeah, that's been my...
If you're watching this, Zlatan.
Yeah, which I know you are, because we're best buds. I know you must be busy, and that's why call went straight through to voicemail. It's fine. I understand. Please come back to me. But that's been my first transfer window, my first few games. I am not optimistic about this season. I won't lie.
But again, it's also one of those where, like say, when we've been like Real Madrid, for example, if you finish second, you're kind of like, oh, I think
Yeah.
I've lost this one. Whereas if you finish 6th or if you finish 15th, you ain't got a clue whether you've done a lot better than me or not.
No, that's very true. Very, very true. I regret one of my incomings and one of my outgoings. I will admit that right now.
Okay.
Barkley and Ginter obviously being there too. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So, of course, the next episode of this will be halfway through the season. It'll be after the winter transfer window. We'll come back and we'll let you know what we've done in that window and how the season's going up until that point. Of course, only the league and the cup to focus on this time around as well. So less competitions for us as well. So less chances of points that way.
Yeah. And I doubt that any of our players are going to finish in top 3, and I doubt we're going to get like manager of the season or anything either.
Yeah, good point. I don't think I have anyone at the moment. Nope.
Yeah, so it's just going to be down to league position and top goal scorer, I think.
Pretty much see what we can potentially do in the cup.
Yeah.
If we can get a good draw, then that could be the decider. If you can get through to the later stages while avoiding Dortmund, Bayern, Leipzig, then that could be a chance for some big points for us. Which obviously I'm going to do. So I'm going to win everything. I'm winning the Champions League this season. Not even in it, but I'm winning it.
Are you ready to see mine now?
Yes, I certainly am. And you guys should be ready to go and see it. On that link down below, go and watch Elmo's video over on his channel.
See you over there, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to mine, and go and like and subscribe to Elmo's as well. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.